Buenas! Hi everyone. Know I know that I have disappeared too much time and well I don't have any other justification that I have homework. Okay? But I had a new idea to talk about today, okay? So the topic of today is about Tuna Universitaria. I know that it is a interesting topic because information that I have was only were only in Spanish, and I had to translate it. All the information I had to translate it. And well, I am going to talk about evolution and origins about the Tuna Universitaria. Okay, so the information that I am going to present you is based on historical research about tunas and estudiantinas, and it is presented on a book, a peculiar book called La hija del pescador. Okay, so the author and the yes the author and the title is going to present in the description of this video. If you want to check, I'm going to add the author and the title of the book if you want to search it or if you want to look for it. Okay. Well, many people believe that tunas come directly from Middle Ages, but recent historical studies show how much more complex, interesting story. So today I'm going to explain how they actually appeared and the historical context in which they emerged. Okay, so and how they eventually became a university tradition because that is a tradition of too many universities. And I am 2%. So let's see. Well, University Tuna is a group of students that combines music, tradition, and university life. Its members usually wear outfits inspired by student clothing and usually participate in serenatas, festivals, trips, and cultural activities. So today, tunas are mainly known for their music and festive atmosphere, but in their origins, they also had an important social and charitable role. Okay, to understand the birth of the tuna, we first need to understand what Spain was like during the 19th century. It was a period marked by poverty, wars, epidemics, famine, and political instability. Many people lived in very difficult conditions, and social inequality was extremely high. At the same time, major cultural changes were taking place, like cities were growing, social life was becoming more active, concerts became popular along with dances and public celebrations. During the regime of Queen Isabella II, carnival festivities became more open and public, and many musical street groups began to appear. In this environment, the first estudiantinas and tunas were born. These groups went into the streets playing music, singing, and participating in popular celebrations. Another important aspect was the image of the student. During the 19th century, the romantic image of the bohemian student became very popular, like wearing a cape, carrying a gear, living an adventurous life, and having an artistic spirit, like literature, paintings, and theater helped build this image. Many people began to associate that aesthetic with Spanish university tradition. And over time, several elements of that image became traditional symbols of the tune. Something many people do not know is that tunas were not only dedicated to music, they also carried out charitable activities, and in many cases, they organized performance to raise money and help poor people, orphans, sick individuals, and victims of wars or epidemics. This gave them significant political prestige. So, besides being musical groups, they also became organizations with an important social role in their communities. Another important element was traveling, and many tunas traveled to different cities to perform. These trips helped spread to their image and tradition throughout Spain and later to Latin America. Because of this, the tuna eventually became an international university tradition. Today, there are tunas not only in Spain, but also in countries such as Mexico, Portugal, Peru, Colombia, and many others. The traditional clothing of the tuna also has symbolic meaning. The cape, ribbons, and all-style clothing were inspired by historical student fashion. For example, the ribbons that tunos wear are often connected to memories, friendships, or people they met during their travels. Over time, the outfit became one of the most recognizable elements of tuna culture. Even people who know nothing about university tradition can usually identify a tuna because of its clothing and musical instruments. In conclusion, the university tuna is a tradition that combines music, university culture, popular traditions, and student community life. Although many people believe it has completely medieval origin, historical research shows that its development was strongly connected to carnival culture and to the social transformations of the 19th century. Over time, tunas also became known for their travels. Many groups visited different cities and countries, helping spread their music and traditions throughout Spain and Latin America. Because of this, the tuna actually became an international university tradition. Another important part of tuna culture is the traditional clothing. The capes, ribbons, and all style outfits became symbols of identity, friendship, and university tradition, making tunas easily recognizable even today. And in addition, tunas were not only musical groups, okay, but also space for university and identity and social participation. And it is precisely this combination of tradition, music, history, travel, and cultural identity, that has allowed tunas to survive and continue existing today. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, also that I enjoyed recording it. It is an interesting topic
And if you have the opportunity to be part of Tuna, just do it. I know that you are not going to regret about it. So, thanks for watching and see you later.